Fall is the perfect time to start saving seeds from your garden. And saving tomato seeds is a great choice for those who are just starting out. Seed saving is for everyone. It connects us to the land we live on, and it connects us to a practice that all our ancestors took part in. It's a great activity to do on your own or with friends, family, and children. Tomatoes are one of the easier plants to save seeds from. They have flowers that are self-pollinating. As long as you choose a variety that is open-pollinated and not hybrid, you will have a high chance of getting seeds that will grow into healthy plants with predictable traits similar to the parent plant. If you are growing different varieties of tomatoes in your garden and want to save seeds from either plant, try to have them growing 10 to 35 feet apart to lower the chance of cross-pollination. The first step of seed saving is harvesting. This is an especially fun activity for kids because they get to explore the garden and play a scavenger hunt game for the best and ripest fruits, not to mention being able to have a snack right off the vine. Look for tomato fruits from the healthiest looking plants with the least amount of pest or disease issues. This helps to select for saved seeds that will produce resilient plants and fruits the following season. Other things that you can factor in when choosing which fruits to save seeds from are color, shape, flavor, drought resistance, frost tolerance, days to maturity, and yield. Next, let's look at the tools and materials we'll need. A tomato, spoon, knife and cutting board, a glass jar or plastic container with a lid, masking tape or a sticker label, a pen or sharpie, water, a plate, tray or pan, a fine mesh sieve, and envelopes or airtight containers for storage. To extract the seeds, slice the tomato in half with the stem end on one side and the blossom end on the other. This just helps to better expose the seed cavities within the tomato. Here's the ooey gooey fun part of the process, a great task for kids to help out with. Using a spoon or clean hands, scoop out all the seeds from the tomatoes into your glass jar. Try your best to leave as much of the flesh behind, but if you scoop some along with the seeds, that's totally fine. You can scoop seeds of the same variety into the same jar. Just be sure to label each jar with the crop, variety name, and date. You can use the rest of the tomato in your soups, or to make tomato sauce, or any of your meals in the kitchen. Fermentation. Tomato seeds have a gel coating that surrounds them, which helps to ensure that the seeds don't sprout too early before the conditions are favorable again for growing. Fermentation dissolves this gel. Outdoors in nature, a tomato that falls to the ground will ferment naturally. But when we collect seeds ourselves, we have to help replicate this process. Now add about a cup of water to the jar. This helps to eventually separate the seeds from the pulp. So once you add the water to the jar, you can put the lid on or place a paper towel or cheesecloth over the top. Set the jar aside in a warm location that is out of the way. Fermentation takes anywhere from 2 to 4 days. If you have kids participating, have them check back on the jar every day to spot any new developments. Don't be alarmed if you see mold forming on top of the water. That's totally normal and means it's actually working. You may also see bubbles rising through the jar. But even if you don't see these telltale signs, you can move on to the next step. We don't want to wait too long because then the seeds may actually start to sprout while in the water. In the rinsing process, we want to pour off any floating pulp. If there are any seeds that float, they're not viable and they can be poured out as well. Add some fresh water to the jar and give it a shake. Again, the viable seeds will sink to the bottom. We want to keep those. Wait a minute or two and then pour off the rest of the floating pulp and excess water until all you have are the viable seeds that are on the bottom. Strain the remaining seed mixture into a fine mesh sieve and rinse the seeds well with water. If there are any straggling bits of pulp, try to remove them from the sieve. Drying. Spread the seeds onto a flat surface like a plate or pan. Glass, metal, or plastic work well. Try to avoid paper plates or paper towels, as the seeds will stick and be difficult to remove. Set them in a warm, dry spot and allow the seeds to dry completely. This usually takes between 7 to 14 days. Shake them on the plate daily to make sure they don't clump and that they dry evenly. A toothpick or tweezers can be helpful for separating the seeds. Finally, we want to store the seeds until springtime. You can store the dried seeds in an envelope or in an airtight jar. Just be sure to add a label with the name of the seed and the date that it was saved. Our gardens give us an abundance of seeds. One single tomato fruit can give us somewhere between 150 to 300 seeds. Just imagine how many seeds we can get from a few tomato plants. You can use these seeds in the springtime in your garden, but because there are so many seeds, consider giving packets to friends and family as a gift. Or seek out a seed library, seed swap event, or community garden to donate and trade your seeds. Seed saving is truly a beautiful and easy way to connect with the community and the land. We need more seed savers and seed keepers just like you, so hopefully these simple steps have been helpful to get you started.